Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. It's that time again. Okay. As I remember, it's been a little while since my last recording session. As I remember, there was some class where I'd had a death, and yes, a Houndmaster. Okay, so I was looking to pick up another Houndmaster. Let's see what we got any at the coach. We do not... That guy's name is Gildersleeve. Gildersleeve. But this is like a traveling theater troupe or something here. Pericard. Gildersleeve. Ouistreham. And Piss. Ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Alright, anyway. So, no luck there. Our extra Houndmaster will come. We'll just keep checking. So let's make sure, how are people doing on stress? 48's a little high, I don't really want to send that guy out. He's probably going to get de-stressed. Hughes is at 51, also should get de-stressed. So let's go ahead and make that happen. Sure. His two eyes closed and his third eye may open. Alright, nobody else seems to need any help. Let's check what we're doing here. What's our mission for the week so that we can figure out... Oh, actually, hold on. Scurvy. Vertigo. That's... Honestly, I'm not that upset about scurvy and vertigo. Okay, so let's see what we have available to us. That's pretty good. Plus 15% damage, plus 2 speed. I've been tanking my hero's speed a lot. Minus speed from trinkets and stuff. But if you can get a hero's speed up enough that they're reliably going in front of the monsters, it does make a difference. It's like gaining a turn. What do we have here? Plus 33% healing output. That's fine. It's not incredible. Because this is a 2-camp mission, 12 deeds guaranteed as a reward. That's enticing. I think we still need a lot of deeds for upgrading our blacksmith, I believe. Is it the guild? It's either the guild or the blacksmith. It's one of those buildings that really needs to get upgraded. This is a fantastic trinket. That's fine. That's really not anything. So, we're probably going to go here for the deeds or here for the trinket. Let's go back and have a look. Okay, portraits are needed for the guild. So the fact that that trinket comes from the place where the portraits drop is not irrelevant. And we still need lots of deeds for our blacksmith. Yeah, we don't even have... Jeez. These are some big numbers. Okay, let's go get those deeds. I know. Green missions in the Weald, right? It's not like this is a terrible trinket either. We're going to start doing yellows and oranges, you guys. I swear to you. I swear to you it's going to happen. But in the meantime, let's get a party of dudes out here. Bretteville. Digby. Let's see here. Alright, so both of them want to be in back, and I suppose it doesn't particularly matter who ends up where. And then who else wants to come along? We'll bring the other abom... Oh, no, wait, sorry. I forgot. Lepers. Lepers are religious, and religious characters will not serve with an abomination. Well, somebody is... Alright, how about you? Okay, she wants to be in front then, so that she can use Iron Swan. Okay. Let's talk about trinkets. And by talk about, I mean, where the heck is my map? It's on Hughes? Yeah. Seriously, we're bringing this... I love... Scouting lets you make so much better decisions. Decisions that are so much better. Let me clarify my English there. Who do I think is least likely to die if things go horribly awry? Yeah, the leper. Lepers have a lot of HP. Is there anything else that... I mean, there's no reason not to give him a healing armlet, right? It's one of those trinkets that has no downside at all. And he is our premier leper, which is a dubious boast if I've ever heard one. Alright, much the same, we're going to go ahead and give you this evasion incense, because that seems pretty valuable. 8 dodge is a lot of dodge for a penalty of only 1 speed. I feel pretty confident that that's going to be hugely positive for him. Alright, let's go get a ton of deeds. Let's go back to the Weald. Let's do it. Let's take a level 1 party through the Weald. Won't that be exciting? Alright, I'm still only bringing 8 torches. Again, we're going to manipulate our light level with the campfires in a way that hopefully will make more torches than that unnecessary. Also, given the fact that we can scout ahead, we'll be able to identify sections where we can go for long periods without retorching, which is very beneficial to do in parts of the dungeon where there's lots of treasure but not lots of fighting. I'm going to bring some anti-venom, a couple medicinal herbs, and honestly that's it. I think we're gonna run this party fairly light on additional items. Yeah. You can never tell what kinds of things you're going to run into in any particular instance of a dungeon. And on a 2-camp mission, we are going to come back with our inventory completely packed with loot. They're actually not even really more lucrative than 1-camp missions, because in a 1-camp mission, you're already probably coming home with all of your slots full.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Alright, how many rooms do we got here? 3, 6, 8, 14, 17, 19. Okay. That's a shame. At 21 rooms, the game lets you skip 3 and still considers it 90%. We're still only getting skip 2. Right away, huh? How many shovels did I bring? Hold on. I'm gonna go... Let's go this way. I want to get a scout off before I decide whether or not I want to, Oh, wow. You know, I would say that that's inauspicious, but I feel like I always say that it's inauspicious when we get trapped early. And generally speaking, it's not actually worked out to not be, it's not actually worked out to be a problem most of the time. Okay, I'm still not saying it. I'm still not saying it. Anyway, I wanted to try to get a scout off. Wow, we did not get a scout off. I guess none of our people are particularly great at scouting. Is that listed here? The scout, their base scout chance. Well, that's a shame. I'm looking for scouting information so that I can figure out how best to maximize the number of rooms I see in time, but minimize the number of shovels I'm going to use. Man.
Find that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
We haven't seen a single enemy yet, and we've gained so much stress. Alright, can I get a scout now? Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to not go in this direction then. These will be my 2 rooms. Does that make sense? We could do something like this and make these are 2 skipped rooms. That's one way we could cut it. No, I'm just gonna skip this little corner. It'll skip us 3 fights. More luggage. More traps. More blight for everyone. This is a new feature. Oh wow, this whole party's bad at disarming traps. Why don't you do it? Okay. Alright, a little stress relief on a guy who is kind of medium high. I did not want to try it on the leper and have him miss it. We know there is in fact a battle in this room.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Well, this isn't so bad as fights go.
Continue the onslaught.
Alright, lay one of those guys out before he gets to do his thing. Rabies. I don't particularly like rabies on... They did improve the leper's base accuracy. Yeah, you can see his attacks gained like 10% base accuracy. Oh, that's a shame. That wasn't even a miss. That was a dodge. So his low accuracy is not to blame there. So we could use Rallying Flare, which would clear the mark off of her. But I think it's really more important that we get the damage out. You know how I do with the offensive over defensive. And she's honestly not really in that much danger.
As the fiend falls,
she might get crit once,
hope blossoms.
but we're pretty strong. So we have Purge and Revenge, which is just a big buff. It nukes his dodge and his prot, but he doesn't... Does prot go negative? I actually don't know that. I rarely have my prot reduced. Did we didn't bring a... Oh no, she has Yawp. Okay, yeah, we have a stun. So let's go ahead and drop the dog. If she goes before the fungal dude... Okay. Well, unfortunately, our Arbalest here, I didn't play with her skills or anything. She doesn't have the ability to shoot the front rank in any way. Okay, turns out not to be necessary. Probably. I could just had her bandage the leper. Really though, I'm not that concerned about the leper's health. Alright, so Bleed Out is a skill you haven't seen me use before. It inflicts a powerful bleed. And does a little bit more damage than a normal attack. But like many of the great abilities of the Hellion, it leaves her with a debuff. A pretty harsh debuff. And what you're seeing here, remember, is that... remember, this is a debuff from her having used Yawp, and then a debuff from her having used Bleed Out. The debuff is not that severe on its own. Okay, that was enough. He's got a 3-point bleed on him. Alright, so... now we just heal while we wait for him to bleed to death.
Death by inches.
Okay. Full stack of crusts already. I feel pretty good about that. You're in full health. Why don't you open the coffin? Okay, so at this juncture, we start to consider not torching up for a while. Come on, lucky swing. Unfortunate.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
We do have some AoE on our leper. Hue is a pretty standard minus 40% hit two people kind of thing. It's a lot like Zealous Accusation.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, how unfortunate. We done goofed with this Arbalest. You really do want to try to give them access to some ability that hits the front row. Good work there,
Be
Breadville.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright. If we're lucky, we'll get a scout here. Man, the map's not helping anybody. So, the reason I really wanted to scout here in particular is that if we knew a path that we could travel that didn't have fighting on it, we could let our torch burn down very low and then campfire up, right? As it is, I'm still going to let our campfire or our torchlight burn down pretty low.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
And we're just going to hope not to have terrible battles. Okay, good. A scout. Let's get that info. Alright, if this room didn't have a fight in it, I would just walk here without using torches and then make camp in that room. Given that that room does have a fight in it... we'll be down another level of torch. It takes 30 torch, I believe, to walk through a hallway now. So we'll be at 3 plus stress, 2 plus monster accuracy and damage, 2 plus hero surprised, 2 plus loot, 2 plus player crits. The torchlight does not affect the speed of the monsters, and it doesn't negatively affect the accuracy and damage of your party. So, if your party's fast enough, fighting in the dark isn't actually much harder. I think we're going to go ahead and push it. I would be hesitant to do this. Nice. Okay. I'd be hesitant to do this if our party was in worse health. We're all. Oh. Spirits didn't command you to do anything. No? The demons that he's possessed by told him to touch a dead body. Guess it's the same demons that possess those kids and Stand By Me. Alright, we're going to try to lay these enemies out as quickly as possible. Come on, big crits. Big crits. Well, that's not very good. He should be able to one-shot the dog. Great. Bring things a little closer.
Keen ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Alright, Wayne, that's a little... He's still over half health.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
1 damage. Okay. So, when you crit with a skill that leaves a dot, it causes the dot to have 2 extra rounds of duration. But that's really not that scary on a skill that only does 1 damage. So now the question is, do I want to fungal artillery this guy, or do I want to mark this guy to let the Arbalest hit him harder? Extra damage and crit chance with a 4 to 9 base damage. These guys have 14 health. So even with a crit, she doesn't necessarily get the kill. It would remove his little bit of dodge. My other option is that I can just heal if I don't feel that that's a significant... Now let's go ahead and mark him. We'll let the Arbalest have her buffed up shot. Unfortunately, he resisted the debuff that removes his dodge. Alright, start hacking away at these things. Not too bad. Alright, come on, Digby. Good work. She didn't get to shoot at the marked one, because unfortunately this Hellion doesn't have the ability to hit the 3rd rank, so she can only meaningfully affect battle by hitting that one. This guy has like a bunch of prot, and lepers are just great. Lepers just do great damage, even through the prot. We'll use if it bleeds, or bleed out. We're gonna make sure that thing bleeds. Because at this point in the battle, the debuff isn't really meaningful. Alright, seems like a great time to make camp. Let's see if we... Hold on, do we get a scout? We did. Just want to know what to expect here. Okay, we managed to walk around a blockage. That's a good sign. That means we see 4 of them already with this much space left. I'm glad that I brought as many shovels as I did. If there weren't so many hallway battles, I would just keep pushing on in the dark.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
A little bit of free stress relief. All companions heal 15%. That would only actually affect them. Remember, these skills that say companions do not affect the person using them. Don't need unspeakable commune, unspeakable commune, whatever. This is totally worth doing. Also, it's screwed up that everybody else is so terrified of him. And then we can reduce everybody else's stress at the cost of damaging the leper, which is totally a great trade-off. We can heal him trivially, you know? Alright, there's a lot of dungeon ahead. We're not so bad on stress now. We are going to give him some stress resist. I think that's important. We don't want him freaking out on us, and he is the one carrying the horrible Eldritch map that's slowly driving him mad. But that aside, we're in pretty good shape. We have... Let's see, this would cost us 3 time units, leaving us with 3. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that only costs 1. So that's an option. Another option is we could do Sharpened Spear and Encourage on this guy, and then a Wound Care on somebody. And I think that that's what's going to happen. I want to get the little buff. Buffing skills should not be underestimated. Party buffs are powerful, and they do not cost you any in-combat resources, unlike skills that are used to buff. Look at that. Battle Nuns in the Desert Kingdoms. Oh, that's awesome. I hope they make an expansion or sequel to the game where we get to see some of these desert battle nuns. Basically,
as the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Spirits are lifted.
And purpose is made clear.
Basically, you always want to be using out-of-battle resources to get your buffs, because using heroes' turns to buff means that... Ooh! Ooh! What the fuck? What is... Okay. Sorry about the language. The Collector. Well, let's put the mark on... Oh, I don't... Putting the mark on him doesn't help. She can't even shoot him in the first rank. That dude has a magic floating skull in a cage. And it's doing a horror movie thing occasionally. Wait, watch, look at this. Oh no, he's just banging it. I thought it was doing like a little... Alright, I guess let's just hack him to pieces. Moyo, that's not a good start. Collect. Oh my. Do... Huh. I'm sorry, I'm a little flabbergasted. I don't know exactly what to expect here, which has got me a little nervous. I know of this guy. I saw him. Well, that wasn't so scary. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Plus 50% damage, plus 10... Wow, that is a buff. Are we still devoted to just burning this guy down super fast? Like, these things don't look so scary. I could yawp and try to prevent these things from doing anything scary. Let's control the enemies, right? Let's not lose our principles just because we're very impressed by the floating guy who's making the collect call puns. Damn straight this is Eldritch. Interestingly, he is marked as a human. Alright, why don't you see... Sadly, not able to get the one shot. Okay, so yeah, that was open vein, right? The nicely done. Alright, we gotta bring this guy down before he does something terrifying. Damn it. That guy has one hell of a trainer case. It's probably in our best interest to finish taking this guy down, since that's a guaranteed single action thing. Well, not guaranteed, as guaranteed as anything gets.
A powerful blow.
A little bit of good luck. Digby is killing it right now. Lady Digby Chicken Caesar over here. I'm not going to bother to restore the mark with him only having this much health. I don't think it will add significant offensive value to the party. So we'll just be doing heals, get a lucky crit, relieve some stress. Honestly, I'm not even mad about... Yeah, sure, it's a vessel. I should have expected that. Let's just lay into him now. He's only at 32 health. I think we can bring him down. I certainly don't want him doing, this thing again. That's what I was trying to prevent from happening. Alright, well, we gotta finish the job here. Finish the job. Get another one of those beautiful, beautiful crits. Yeah, so Arbalists have great crit chance. Really, really great crit chance. And it's hard to underestimate. Let's say it's hard to overstate the value of a crit. Crits are really powerful. All right, well, that just drew a great big target on this guy's head.
The ground quakes.
All right, Digby, you were due for a soft hit, and honestly, you've more than earned it. More than earned the right to do something a little bit non-ideal. Only 5 to 10 damage. So we'll go ahead and finish off the one that's likely to die to the hit, even though this one is a little bit more dangerous. With any luck, we'll only take one attack here. No, and we'll even dodge it. I'm very curious to see what kind of loot we're about to get. Damn it, Moyo. This is really rough. Things in the front row, this party is not great at fighting. I had not really considered the skill lineup of our heroes, because I usually don't bother on these green level missions. It's not that important to have everybody able to use skills. There we go. Killing blow. Junia's head.
Victories mount. So too will resistance.
Who's Junia? Well, man, Plus 30% heal skills. I don't know if that's actually good enough to be worth plus 20% stress damage. That's a lot of extra stress. Well, at the very least, it'll sell, right? Free torch, feel pretty good about that. Not that I think we needed a lot of extra torches. We are still going to have to do some significant amount of backtracking, unfortunately. The dungeon is just built that way. A lot of trapped luggage. Who are these people who are traveling around with all these traps on their luggage? Is this a real thing? I've never trapped luggage. I've never, like, on the way to Disneyland, let's just,
so clearly in view.
let's just put in...
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Wayne, calm down. Calm down, man. We are tearing it up. We are doing a great job. Just relax. Anyway, I've never been going like Disney World and just put an acid-spewing trap in the lock of my luggage. Like, this'll get those shady airline employees. Show them a thing or two. Those of you who are astute notice that I made a little mistake, a little tactical error in the last battle. I attacked the thing in back instead of the thing in front. It's important to remember, since I didn't bother to rescale our party, and we're set up with not great skills. It's important to remember. Unfortunate.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
It's important to remember that there's significant danger in allowing the only enemy to be in the front row. It really reduces our action efficiency. So we're not going to do any fancy camping trip. We're going to go ahead and just torch all the way up.
Radiance, may we find victory.
We're still in pretty good shape. Gonna have a fight here. Pretty easy one. Spider dodges our terrifying eldritch tentacles. The problem with these spiders is that they're just not... They don't know enough to be afraid of the really weird things that the occultists can do. Yeah. It would be for the best for us if our... darn it. I was going to say, if our Arbalest could go before Moyo, well, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a double kill with the Hue. Nope. Yeah, it would be really nice if we had either Blind Fire or the Bola shot in place of Rallying Flare on her. Give her some options for targeting the front.
Promises success.
Alright, let's see. Curio. We know that this one is an anti-venom. Okay, and already we are running afoul of our inventory limit. I think that we're gonna go ahead and toss these in the name of loot. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have torched there. Maybe I should be letting the light wind down now. In preparations for our second camp. It's not that we need a second camp, it's that it's an opportunity to easily relieve stress. And it's not that we're doing particularly poorly on the stress front. But you always want to be managing it to be as low as possible, right? So 2 fights ahead, 3 fights to the next empty room. Yeah, let's go ahead and torch up. You get to touch the body. She's lucky, man. We gotta have her interact with everything. Alright. I suppose we'll take this opportunity to heal. Unfortunate. Oh, very unfortunate. Okay, you guys, it's not that scary. Low roll, bad roll. Well, at least the Arbalest gets to contribute meaningfully to combat. That's cool. Alright, Moyo, give him what for. Get a big crit. That's not exactly what I was... Okay, you know, you'll get him next time, man. You're gonna get there. Unfortunately, the bleed's not that likely to land with his 60% resist. Again, my party is nicely done. My party is kitted out in a pretty crappy way here.
Impressive.
Another good blow. The Hellion can't attack the third row, and the Leper can't attack either of the back rows, and we just have a lot of targeting restrictions, which are kind of hurting our action efficiency. Fortunately, this turn we have the option of just laying into this guy. You can't actually do anything meaningful, so go ahead and do it. Excellent. Get that crit heal, get that stress relief. And then the Leper actually connects with an attack and finishes things off. Right, Moyu? Right? Right? No. And now this thing's going to make another slide. Okay. Okay, well, that put his back half into range of the tentacles. And now, this thing shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Of course, we're going to fail. Moyo, I swear to God, dude. Okay. Listen, I don't want to leave him starving and gibbering in a haunted forest.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
But I will if he makes me. Oh, hey, look, it's just guys. It's just some guys. What are you doing here? Ooh, high speed intro from the enemies. Unfortunately, we have no skills that rearrange us. So if we want her to be able to Iron Swan, we'd have to spend a turn actually moving her. Which means that she's not going to be doing Iron Swan here. So we can send out the tentacles, hope for a big juicy crit. The skill does have a 12.5% crit chance. We could throw a heal onto the Hellion, who's gotten kind of low, but will probably be camping in this room, I expect. So maybe we don't need to worry about her health too much. She's only at 7. She is a single bad hit away from death's door. The other option is we can actually get a lot of value out of a Demon's Paw on this guy. Because Fusiliers don't have a good attack that they can use in the front row. He'll have to use Rushed Shot, which is weak, low damage. And Cutthroats don't have a good attack they can use from the back row. I think we're going to go ahead and use this Paw to disrupt their actions. We're going to get more health on average, I think, out of doing that. That is... Okay. An actual kill. Moyo is trying. He's trying. You heard that thing I said about leaving him starving in the forest. It's a little bit of like Warhammer 40k style motivation. The Cutthroat is pretty nerfed by being in the back, so we're not going to worry about him for right now. We might be able to burn down this Bloodletter before the Cutthroat actually has a chance to be dangerous. In fact, we're just going to keep on the offensive. Yeah, he's got this harmless poke. This will move him back into range to do something meaningful. Unfortunately, he's just moved into range where Moyo's going to cut him in half. There we go. Motivational. You know, like, see it and be it, dude. Ooh, he's going to get a lot of stress out of that. 13. Oh, 13's not so bad, actually. Sigh. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you are attacking a corpse, that is a sign that something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. We definitely got into this battle too quickly, brought a weak party. Not weak classes, but a party that
Monstrous
doesn't play well
size
together.
has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
You know, Wayne, I do consider that a virtue. Yeah, we don't care about holy water. We're not picking this up. Everybody's fine. You can have some food. How about that? We have a ton of food for how late it is in the dungeon. Okay, it's just some spiders. No big deal. Maybe no big deal. Does that stun land? Okay, stun does not land. Yeah, no big deal. So that's how much damage the spiders can deal when the greens get access to a marked guy. As you can see, it's not exactly backbreaking. It's certainly not fungal shambler 20 damage crits.
Precision and power.
Power. Damn it, Moyo. I suppose it's fine. If the Hue had landed, what would there have been for the Arbalest to do? She would have felt useless.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I am going to pick up this torch. We're going to take this torch with us. Alright, and then we camp in this room to refresh our light and make the final push. We don't actually need the torch, but I thought it would be nice.
It's a goal without hope.
Alright, let's keep managing stress. We'll do the same thing that we did last time here. Alright. So, field dressing would bring us down to 5 points on 5 time units. So we're just going to do wound care, which is good enough. Yeah. And that gives us the ability for both of these guys to encourage the other. Each of these guys to encourage the other. I can hear your heart purring from over here. Listen, if you can hear someone's heart purring while sitting a couple feet away from them, what you should do, instead of telling them that they have the heart of a panther, which is a crazy thing to say, is you should take them to the doctor. Immediately to the doctor.
The light, the promise of safety.
Alright, we do actually have to go to all of these remaining rooms, because I already skipped 2 rooms earlier. You have a lot of health. Okay. This is going to be pretty uneventful. We're going to walk down this hallway and then walk back. I have to say, I'm surprised by how little loot we found, actually. Also, we made an error over here. That's embarrassing. When we were in this room, we definitely should have stepped into this hallway far enough to get this curio and then walked back. It's a little silly that I didn't do that. We're just leaving gold on the table. There's no good reason to do that. Is that our first hunger event? Did we go all this way without having any hunger events? That's why we have so much food. Alright, careful play with the shovels has allowed us to end the adventure with a shovel in hand. But note, we actually did not bring enough shovels to clear all of the blockages in the adventure. If this adventure had been a little bit more linear, a little bit less interconnected, or these blockages had occurred in more linear sections, we still could have ended up running out of shovels and having to do one of those. This is our penultimate battle. We have one more battle left after this. I am not at all worried about the fate of our party. I think we're going to come out of this in pretty good shape. Unfortunately, not a kill. Oh, so close, though. Alright, try to get the kill. There's a lot of this leaving it at 1 going around. Oh, man. Okay, 8 damage, not so bad. Yeah, mark him too. Why not? Spoil the Shambler for choice, huh? I think at this point we are going to use a Yop. Well, it's easier to control the Shambler than it is to remove all the marks, because removing all the marks would require that we not attack for a turn, and I'm just not willing to do that. Violence. Ah, darn it. I was really hoping the leper would get to go first and actually take a swing at him. We'll just do this instead. Start in on the Shambler. Look at that. Lepers deal such good damage when they actually hit. We might get lucky and get a kill on this. Masterfully executed. Alright, and this thing will be dead before it has another turn. Right? Right, Moyo? Right? That's right.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Unaffected by the surrounding chaos. Drink from the fountain and be reinvigorated. Yeah, 20 stress relief. Pretty great, those fountains. So we're actually not going to leave with our slots all full after all that stuff I said. And listen, I feel like a jerk. I feel like I lied to you guys. Slow draw? That's -4 speed? Yeah, -4 speed on the first round. That's a bummer. It's nice for the occultist to have that chance to go really early so that he can still get a maximum value abyssal artillery off. So we could totally have afforded to bring a couple more interaction items. Griping in the guts. That one, if I remember correctly, is just minus heal from camping skills, which is not really a big deal. Huh. I wish I felt confident that she was going to go before the Shamblers and the Scratchers. Because if she can get her Barbaric Yop off and just stun them both, it's going to put us in a pretty great shape. If she instead gets mauled by both of them in quick succession, she could die. If the first one gets a crit, it reduces her to Death's Door. Alright, we're going to hope. We're going to hope that she gets to go before at least one of them. Okay. Not perfectly ideal, but it'll do. You have slightly less health, and you're slightly more likely to die here. Come on, crits. No crits. Huh. Well, we could try to get a big lucky crit. She does really have a ton of crit. Actually, you know what? He's on 65% stun resist. This still has a 60% chance of stunning him. Do I need to do that? I could just Iron Swan and hit the bat guy. Is Paris level 0? Yeah. So losing Paris wouldn't be the end of the world, but it'd still be bad, right? Like, she's gonna get, I believe, 4 XP from this. It would be nice to have that 4 XP. And this guy has too much health to die from the Iron Swan unless we get a crit, which is less than 1 in 5 chance. Alright, we're gonna go for the restun. We got it. You! Good work. At this point we are... Yep. We're gonna take care of her. She needs to get off of the door of Death's Door. Death's Door. Alright. Mark prey on the person who's already marked was basically the best thing we could have asked for there. Which, quite a lot of blight, actually. Alright, come on. Big Iron Swan crit. Nope. Come on, Abyssal Artillery crit. Nope. Alright, again. Totally ideal. Attack does basically nothing. Nope, she got Death's Doored.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Alright. Survival is really important. But if we could wrap this guy up now... Our occultist has... This guy has 0 speed, and our occultist has 5. 1, 2, and... -2. It's pretty likely that our occultist gets a turn before the Scratcher to heal her. And I really want this thing to die. So we're going to take a little bit of a gamble here. Alright. We're not on the woods yet. He's still could totally heal her for 0. Okay, good enough. Off death's door is the same thing as invincible.
A hand's breadth from becoming
Easy.
unwound.
Now the Arbalest will heal her off death's door. With a crit, even. That's lucky. And let's finish this off.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Hey look, food. We ended the dungeon with 14 food. Ridiculous. Again, we got a serious dearth of hunger events, and that's why we have so much food. I don't think that I over-prepared.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Sadly, we did not get as much treasure as I was hoping we were going to. Especially, I'm bummed about the heirlooms that we found. We found very few. We've had much better hauls than that from much shorter dungeons. Really, just kind of a disappointment all around. This healing trinket is pretty good. It's just like way, way better than that orange one we got from the collector. What a weird dude. Yep, 4 XP. Okay, Faded is fine. Faded would be really great on Moyo. Alright. We learned a lot of things about the cove out here in the Weald. There were a lot of drawings that we found.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Yeah, we found a lot of drawings out there that suggested to us how to fillet some fishmen. Still no Houndmaster. Still some fantastic names coming in. Pickvidi. Becdelievre. Something like that, man. And Turdbull. Sure. Still no Houndmaster. Well, honestly, nobody came out of there with any stress at all, really. Who's the most stressed? Paris at 23. So that mission was all profit. We don't really need to remove anything from anybody. Just building our treasury back up. How much does this sell for, out of curiosity? 150. Wow, 150 gold. I suppose it is a rotting head in a bag. Yeah, normally orange trinkets are 37.50. I suppose we'll just hold on to this person's rotting head in a bag. Is that brain? Is that visible brain through the opening of the bag? Lovely. Well, thanks for watching. Come back next time when... Let's what are we going to do next time? Do we have bosses available? Oh, wow. The hag is up already. We are not fighting an orange boss with anything less than a party of level 3s with upgraded gear. Or a party level 4s with upgraded gear. So that's off the table. What's all the plus healing stuff? I think the game's trying to tell us something. These are some moderately okay trinkets. This one's pretty good. Alright, well, join us next time when we're probably going to the Cove. I think we might be headed toward this lucky talisman, or this lucky rabbit's foot. Not so lucky for the person who, for the rabbit who lost it, obviously. And with any luck... Oh, wait. Actually, wow, that is super weak. Plus 15% chance for a good thing to happen after a bad thing happens. Yeah. Alright, I think this is it. You guys, for real. Yellow missions. Next time on Darkest Dungeon.